look out my window.
Hello traders, Gary Wagner with WFGForex.com, your daily market update for Forex Gold. It is Friday, June the 4th, and this is the Daily Review. It's a special edition of our weekend update. Traders, we're looking at a 1-minute candlestick chart. That's correct. This is a 1-minute candlestick chart. Normally look at the dailies, but the activity that we've seen over the last couple of hours have been so intense that I thought the only way to illustrate it to you is to show you in a 1-minute candle. Excuse me. We've seen a low just on this chart, 1197, a high 1218. The British pound under tremendous pressure. Euro gold breaching 1,000 and actually trading about 1014, 1015. This all has happened in the last hour to 2 hours, as you can see on this chart. Traders, this is a 1-hour candlestick chart. It's going to give us a much better indication of what's gone on over the last couple of days. This starts back around May 27th to 28th through the 30th. And as you can see and you remember, we were flirting just around that 1200 area. We came and we tested 1200. We looked at that as a good level of support. The market moved steadily higher up to about 1228. It attempted to form a base only to come down. And then it came down and tested this one area, 1215, down here at 1250, back up to 1224. And then you can see this happened last night. Starting at 1224, it trailed and actually broke and traded to 1200, attempted to form a base, and then broke below it. In a period of 1, 2, 3 hours, it went from 1198 below that to a high of 1218. Traders, this is the daily chart, and you can see how that activity has moved that market back up, and we're solidly entrenched back in this bullish trend. According to Kitco News, safe haven buying interest and reports that Hungary is in deep financial trouble, along with rumors of more banking troubles in European Union countries, did put a bid back into the gold market after prices had been weaker earlier to say the least. As I said, we saw trading, they broke that 1200 mark. It was able to substantially rally, but kind of hung out around 1203, 1204. The news that came out forced bargain hunting, buying the dip mentality, and following the recent model of selling pressure, we now have our gold market trading up, as I say, between $5 and $7 higher. In other news, fundamentally, disappointing U.S. economic data, and also coupled with the warning from Hungary that we talked about, rocked broader financial markets on Friday, and it sent investors, of course, into the safe haven, U.S. dollars, U.S. treasuries, and gold. And as we said, gold prices started off weaker, but they recovered midday. This is in New York. In comparison to other financial and commodity markets, gold's earlier losses were limited. Now, industrial commodities like crude oil, platinum, palladium, copper, all plummeted, and that weakness spilled over into the food commodities also. Spot platinum fell about $28 today. It has been a total frenzy here in the market. And lastly, in terms of fundamentally what we saw weighing on our gold price, is that the Dow Jones Industrial Average did plummet through 10,000 as it digested all of the news that we have just spoke of. Traders, what a difference a day makes. Undoubtedly some exciting news as we come in to the weekend here. As you know, to wrap up the week, and this seems almost happenstance and it almost seems dull at this point, we did pull profits as we had our trailing stop hit at 1209. To be honest with you, when I watched the market last night trading below 1200, I was pleased that we were able to get out at 1209. When I look at the market trading at 1215, 1216, 1217, I obviously have a different view. The wild and erratic swings we have are basically due to the fact that this is a rumor and fact and fundamental driven market. As news comes out, this market reacts, and it reacts in a violent way. With the lack of news, it gives traders the opportunities to pull profits. This has been one of the more wild roller coasters I have seen in gold, and I have been watching this market for many, many years. My recommendations. We are at about 7 o'clock here in Honolulu, Hawaii. The New York market is still open for a few hours. I am going to position myself on the long side. I am recommending that we re-enter the market from the long side. In terms of positions, you want to take a light position. We've got the weekend for this news to be digested. Anything can happen over a couple of days, as you see in the market. In terms of stop placements, I'm currently looking at 1205. However, these lows at 1200 are really the only thing that makes sense. So, in terms of a stop, again, 1199, 1199 on a protective stop. It is a higher risk trade. There's absolutely no doubt about it. But to put the stop above 1200 with these kinds of swings in the market doesn't really make sense. Traders, I am going to shorten this review and come out with a wrap-up after the New York market closes today. I want to get this video into your hands just as quick as I can, so those of you who want to take advantage and actually begin to accumulate a light position in here can go ahead and do so. This has been Gary Wagner with WFGForex.com. Our weekend review, part 1. We will do a wrap-up when New York closes later on today. Bye-bye.